Is hanging like that a little better for you? Go on, let go. You know, you'll evenly break yourself if you do it this way, I believe. So go ahead, let go. Okay, now on to the next video you did. Okay, you think that I was jealous of you since the day you were born, but you don't even tell that story correctly. I don't know how that could be possible, honestly. I was 4 weeks pregnant with my precious son, who is just, he's just, he's a good son. He's not a boy anymore. He's a grown man. You know, because you and him are the same age, if you recall. You were born February, and he was born in 1st of October. But yet he has become a productive human being that I'm very proud of. You still are where you are. You think I'm jealous because I travel wherever I want with this ugly looking doll and do whatever I want with my husband who loves me unconditionally. You think I'm miserable? You need to check again. I've had heartache, yes, and my heart still breaks. But this is clear enjoyment for me. I'm sorry you don't see it. I truly do. I'm trying to think because you say a lot by saying nothing at all. It's hard to remember without playing your video over and over, which I don't want to do that. But oh, the will. You talked about the will again. Listen, I'm gonna be just straightforward because there ain't nothing else I can do at this point. There was like 300, I want to say 300 and, I don't know, $80,000 is what that was, and it was tied up at a bank. It was with a financial advisor. It wasn't in no will. So when my sister and I went to the bank, we did it together because, I'm going to refresh your memory. We did it together. And he took our IDs and he looked at the beneficiaries that our mother had wrote on there. And we left there. The money was transferred to another account. And we went and divided it between my sisters, my other two sisters, and my sister, my oldest sister, and myself. Then we got, that's at the same time as when we got that cashier check for you, which was $10,000 is what you got. And we went to the apartment, which you've told this story many times, because I told you to figure it out. Remember that? We went in and we handed you the $10,000 and we informed you, don't ever come after it. Don't ever come to us again and need anything because we're done with you. That was it for us. We were finished. We told you you could have the property. I explained to you that I did not pay the taxes in November when Mom passed away. They were due at that time. We didn't pay them. We told you you would have to go pay them taxes, which wasn't behind. They were due that at that time. But you didn't do that. And you asked us how. And asked us all these how-to questions when you could have been listening prior to her death, and you would have known what to do. And I told you, it's not our problem, figure it out. And we walked out of that condo that day and never went back. None of us. You were left there with an entire condo full of TVs and furniture and just everything that was there other than the pictures. The pictures I took out for my sisters and I. I have the ones that have been left to me. In fact, I have your mother's pictures as well because your younger sister gave them to me for safekeeping. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, okay? So please explain how I could possibly be jealous. I had just found out I was carrying my son after I had my tubes tied after my daughter. And then I went and had a reversal because my life didn't feel, I wanted it to be a little fuller. And I was really excited and happy because it had worked. And the gift from that was my son, the one you were so upset about. There's nothing about you to be jealous of. You're ugly, you look smelly, you got a wayward eye that just wanders off because you're so hateful. It's trying to get away from you. You live off of government money, creating more money. No, we do create more money because we invested our money. My husband and I are not stupid. We did not plan on being dirt poor when we retired. Why do you think I was able to retire early? Not because we're stupid. Our home is paid for, our truck is paid for, our camper is paid for. Everything we have now is free and clear. So, if you think that is, if you think your life compared to mine, or let's just be even more equal about this, your life compared to my son's life, considering you're the same age, how could anyone possibly want what you have versus what we have, which we created? It wasn't handed to us. None of it. We make payments just like pretty much every other American does. We pay taxes. We earn what we have. You're just on here begging. I find it so funny that you repeat the things I say. When I say you're not listening, you said I'm not listening. Oh, I listen and I correct myself if I'm wrong. I don't ever see you doing that. And the doll, the Raggedy Ann, I've got a video of that. I'll have to dig it out for you. That was the funniest story ever. I had went down with my daughter-in-law and my daughter. They both had babies 2 months apart. We went there for a visit because everybody was on vacation. When we got there, you were there. I got a photograph of you there. It's with us all sitting on the couch. I looked so dark and tan you couldn't hardly see me sitting there. But anyway, Raggedy Ann had been thrown out on the porch and was getting dirty. Well, that doll meant a lot to all the grandkids. Angela played with it. Randy even had it. And was trying to destroy it. So Angela and my daughter-in-law kidnapped it. And they left behind a note to your grandmother. If she went looking for it, she'd know. And we left the state of Florida and was across the line pretty good and stopped, and them two were laughing. And when I said what, they told me about the kidnapping. And I was like, oh, we got to go back. You got to take that thing back. But we ended up coming on home with it. And the doll went to Angela's. It had nothing to do with me. You thinking you hold so much power that my home burnt down because of a doll? Or that my daughter died because of karma? You can eat shit and die for all I care. And you're right, there is hatred in me, and it's all toward you. Isn't that funny that I have lived this long without feeling that much hate? Well, I have in the past, but they're all dead now. There ain't no point in carrying that. But you're still here. I would suggest take that plunge, and then my hate would probably end. But until then, your ass is mine, and I'm gonna take you along for the ride. And like I said, if you'll just let go, get you cremated, go on down there now. I would suggest getting in there early. You might be able to get a rush job, and have yourself sunk to me, and I'll take you with me. Okay? Now that's the best I can do for your stupid ass. So good luck with that.